Good morning, everyone. This is Ben, and welcome to Garden on a Hill. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about plastic culture on raised beds. There's not a lot of videos about this just because plastic culture is usually applied in a field directly on the ground. In this case, I used it in my raised beds and I'm trying to experiment how it works. So if you have some time today, I'll show you around these plastic beds, and on the end of the video, I'll actually share a quick tip on how to make the perfect cut holes for them. So on a previous video, I have a garden tour that shows you my garden layout. I'm going to talk about the plastic today. So just to give you an idea, this is the deck. I'm standing on it, and the ones in the front have no plastic. The reason why is this front row here gets full sun, and the ones further down, the second and third rows from here, do have the plastic because it does get shaded a lot from the trees in my backyard. As you can see, I have tall trees in my backyard. So the reason why I put them is, one, because I need to do some heat retention on those. Number two, I want to conserve as much water as I can because I do not have drip irrigation. And then the third one is to avoid as much weeds maintenance, basically, because in the front row you will definitely have some weed maintenance even though you have mulch. But those are my three goals, and it's been working for a bit now. I have started this pathway, the red pavers you're seeing, and I'm gonna take you to a quick tour there, but I'm just letting you know it's a work in progress again. This is a close-up of the raised beds on plastic culture. As you can see, the plants are doing very well. When I built this, I just used a 6mm plastic you can get from Lowe's and Home Depot. Basically cut them on the edge with a straight edge ruler and a cutter and a blade, I should say, and then stapled it. From then on, I measured my holes. Each plant for eggplants, you do have 18 inches on center at every hole. And I'll show you a quick trick later on the video on how I did this holes. But as you can see, the plants are very healthy. I also tend to not fill the bed up high like a strawberry plastic culture. What I did was actually had some space in between. So when the water falls, it actually sheds the water into the holes. As you can see, all the water here went to my plants. Okay, so I kind of did that pretty much on a lot of these eggplants here, and then some peppers and other plants there at the back. So this is the tool I use to cut those holes. It's basically a modified flagpole for your garden. You can buy this at any garden center. This is the top of the flagpole, and on one side, which actually holds the flag, I actually just cut it and bent it down, held it with a zip tie and an X-Acto knife at the end. So you can do a much better job than what I did, because I did run out of X-Acto blades, so I just taped on a regular blade. But you can just buy or use any blade or any sharp knife that you have. And then I cut it down to about 2 foot length. So use this tool and mark the center of the circle, poke a hole straight through until the blade hits the plastic, and make your circle. Thank you so much for watching this video.